So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the workshop, Becoming the Virtual Event Leader in Your Industry. I know that we had a different title, so we want to invite all the event planners to be in this event so that we can give you hacks, strategies, directions for how you can become a leader in event planning, not only using your own skills, but also using the right tools. So my name is Abdul Sakur, and I'm very happy to be here today. So we're going to talk about um, how you can become an event leader organizing virtual meetings. But let me first introduce myself. My name is Abdul. I'm originally from Portugal. I live in England, and I work with companies to make them grow in their digital presence online. So we want to make companies go from growth to hypergrowth using different tools, different strategies, but the right approach and knowing their audience. I have experience working with startups, accelerators, and I've been involved in many projects with tourism companies, travel companies in a pre-COVID era. And now, most recently, I'm open to work most closely with companies which need help to transition from their traditional way of sales and marketing to a digital presence. So I'm very happy to be here, and it's a very delicate time now. It's we're living in delicate times, but I believe that since we are transitioning, many things, many new things will come up with this pandemic, and for sure, I believe that the companies that have adjusted their digital approach, for sure, they will be able to be successful in their niche, in their market, in their region. So you can find me online on Marketing Mentor for Travel Professionals on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Um, just a small note as well, you can contact me in Portuguese, Spanish, French as well. I lived in quite different countries. At the moment, I'm in England, and yeah, I mean, we are all online now, so it's like the world become very small for everyone. So for the agenda, what makes a successful virtual event? That's one of the things we're going to talk about. Powerful strategies to elevate your confidence on screen, hacks to keep your audience engaged, what the gurus advise you to do, where to host your virtual event, and then we will have a virtual coffee in the end. So bring your motivation, grab a pen and paper to start rolling. Okay? So the first point, it's actually I would like you to think a little bit of the beginning of the pandemic. So when it started in, let's say, end of 2019, beginning of 2020, we had a very big transition. So many things have changed. We had to adjust ourselves. We had to adjust to the fact that working from an office to stay at home, it was not easy. Many people really had to adjust themselves. Their surroundings had to adjust as well, their family members, their friends, the way to communicate. We also had to reinvent how to split our home and office environments, virtual space for everything, leisure and work. So are we going to actually start to do everything in just one place, in one physical place, and also in one digital place? What platform to use? Okay, some people are using Zoom, other people are using Google Meets, other people are using Microsoft Teams. I mean, what works? How to communicate effectively? The way to communicate has changed a lot because, of the current situation. We need to be at home. We need to be in front of a PC. We have to avoid the social gatherings and respect the social distancing rules. So everything has changed, and it had an impact in us. how to engage. When we used to meet our coworkers, our stakeholders, even when we used to go to events, okay, we had a way to find like a particular aspect to make people engage with us. Either would be like, let's go for a coffee, or let's have a little chat outside and while we smoke a cigarette. So getting people engaged online, it's different. It has a lot to do as well how the way we communicate. I think it's also important to understand that um, the way we are perceived in front of a screen. But this is something that I'm going to talk in the following slides. How to repeat the process with better results. So that has been a lot of confusion actually, and also a little bit of anxiety. People didn't know what to do, and you know what, we also agree that okay, everyone's doing this, let's follow the trend. Okay, it shouldn't be difficult, so let's adapt to the current scenario. I mean, it's a little bit tricky, of course, but everyone's doing it, so let's do the same, right? So scenario, let's keep the same process, but start using proactively the online tools. I mean, it shouldn't be big of a thing, right? I mean, we've used it, online video, online meetings in the past, so it should be no different, right? And we are event planners, we are event organizers. This should be very, very easy, right? So we organize our event online. We chose what everyone has chosen, and we had some surprises. Whoops, delays due to connectivity issues, time spent to share the presentation, unknown sounds, lack of engagement, interference at home, time-consuming task. And then in the end, we just go back to old school. We do a desperate move, we pick up the phone, we just try to solve our issue, and it's a complete waste of energy. So what did happen? Where did it went wrong? Maybe we just need to change a few things, right? I mean, come on, we have to give, um, uh, let's say, we need to forgive ourselves because, I mean, it's something that happened and we actually had to adjust for it. So we can create an excuse for ourselves, right? So let's change a little bit the strategy. Let's do a power killer presentation. Maybe it will avoid the problems of the past. We'll change the timing of the presentation. We'll replace the moderator. It was our first time, so it's normal, right? People will get used to it. After the first initial 9 virtual meetings, okay, we've concluded that the best is to meet as soon as the lockdown rules allow social distancing gatherings. Okay, so it actually didn't work so well. We thought that because of everyone was doing virtual meetings, it would be easy, straightforward. Maybe it was. But do we really know for sure that our message got across? Yes, no, I'm not sure. So it's important to understand that before we talk about how to elevate our confidence in front of the screen, we need to see it from a psychological point of view. From the moment that we transition to a digital world, we start to communicate differently. We start to talk with people differently. Okay, uh, technology is very easy, use and straightforward to use. I mean, we just, even with our messaging apps, we can do phone calls. Even if we use social media platforms like Facebook or Instagram, we can even do calls from there. So it should be easy, but maybe we need to change something in ourselves. And that's something that a lot of people didn't thought about it. And this is something that I've discovered after reading a lot of books, talking with psychologists. And I'm going to show you some recommendations which I can give you. In the end of today, it's good and it's positive, and you need to learn how to do it from the gurus and from the experts, but you have to decide for yourself what works for you, because whatever can work for some people maybe might not work for you. So you need to actually to decide what is the right direction for you, how you can actually um, prepare yourself for a virtual meeting, and try to get the most out of that meeting in terms of engagement, in terms of people's interaction and level of comfort. We have to avoid people to feel anxiety in our event, virtual event, because sometimes that's what happens. Okay, we don't have ways to make them feel more in ease, and that's one of the things that I would like to suggest to you as well, is how you can break the ice when you're starting a virtual meeting. So first of all, set your mindset for being active in video meetings. But how you can do that? My suggestion, and one of the things that worked for me, so as I said, some things can work for you, some things cannot work, but you have to adjust the best way possible for your own personality. One of the things I've discovered is that signing up to meetup.com has helped me a lot. So Meetup is a platform where you can actually join different virtual meetings according to your interests. Uh, and it's people actually that have the same interests than you, like for example language learning, yoga classes, or cooking classes. Okay, and majority of them, they are absolutely free. You can join whenever you want. And the reason for me to advise it is it's because in 90% of the cases you won't know these people. So if you don't know these people, at least you will join, you will talk comfortably, confidently, without actually having to prepare for anything. So this is a way to build your confidence in front of the screen. um, I've done it myself. It worked for me. I hope it works for you as well. The second advice that I give is to create a 10-minute presentation on Google Meets and record it. Then listen to it over and over again and see where you can improve. Okay? Um, because from the moment that you have already prepared something and you want to present it, you need to actually um, ex- uh, go out there and expose yourself, right? In terms of talking with the audience. But before, you need to do it with yourself. You have to find yourself in doing these kind of things. And this will take you some time. I suggest that you do it sometimes, at least twice a week for 1 month. And then after 1 month, you already be able to talk in front of the screen more confidently. So the way what we want to achieve is very, it's essential. You have to actually establish first of all that, okay, I need to be good at it, at this, and I have to improve my presence in front of the screen, my communication skills, even my body language. Because body language, when we are talking with someone face to face outside, we need to be actually show them that we are interested in this conversation. So in the same way, we need to convey this message to the other person in the other side of the screen, that we are interested in listening what other person is saying. And and with that, building that foundation, it's easy to get their attention as well. So this has been proven very effective. I've seen a lot of um, people doing this, and it actually works very well. But what happens is that sometimes our anxiety levels go up and our motivation levels go down. And we just, after doing this for about 1 2 3 weeks, we just say, okay, this is not for me, it won't work for me. That's why it's important for you to have an accountability partner, someone that actually can help you with this, that can actually let's say make you accountable. Like, on a very consistent basis to ask you, okay, have you done this video? And after having done that video, asking you, okay, are you feeling comfortable? Are you not feeling comfortable? This is I've seen many people doing this, and some companies with whom I'm working with at the moment, they are actually looking for people that are not partial. So someone that doesn't know you. It cannot be, at least my experience says that it shouldn't be someone that you know, like your family member, your relative, or your friend, because they know you very well. And if they offer to help you in this project, excuse me, if they offer their time for you, it's because they are being emotional, okay? They want to help you. But just be aware of one thing: it doesn't work very well in business. It doesn't work very well with work. You need to find someone that will correct you and will tell you in a very objective way what you need to improve and where you went wrong, because this is your own process. You're trying to find yourself, but for accountability purposes, you need to have a partner that can help you build that foundation. So first things first, whenever you start your meeting, always know your purpose. Why are you hosting that meeting? What are you trying to achieve? This is very important because the goal that you established for organizing this meeting has to be very clear for you, because if you don't have the focus, then it's very difficult to achieve your desired goal, right? So you need to have very clear mind on your goals, on what you are presenting, and knowing your audience. You have to see if those people will connect with you, if they are in the same page as you. You need to invite those people that will be not only receptive to your ideas, that will be comfortable with you in the same digital space, but also that will give you the ROI that you want, right? So it's a webinar, either it's a workshop, either it's an expo, a summit. Some events you might have more people, some events you might have less people. So it all depends. And also, you want to be actually the one event organizer that everyone's talking about, because from the moment they organize your meeting with that level of confidence, attracting the right people and the right audience to your event, okay, then obviously there will be a buzz about you. And this is not something that you can brag about, but it's a confident skill that you're going to have acquired after planning for your meetings. So it's important to have the right people and also the right the purpose of your meeting very well established. Okay, so let's define our strategy. In summary, create your own branded content, partner with a moderator which will be your accountability partner, and combine efforts to produce the best outcome possible. Okay, so it's very important that you actually combine all the efforts, not only in terms of your own personality, your presence, but also having the right tools. It's essential that, like the situations that we've seen before, that you prepare yourself for the meetings, just like you're going to see in the next slide. So this is an exercise that I do on a regular basis. I have a checklist. Whenever I start an online event, I have this checklist, which is to be on time, check technology in advance. I don't want to make other people wait for me. I will wear appropriate clothing, having good light, look in the camera, go to a quiet place to avoid any disturbance. Okay, this is small but very important tips that you should take for yourself. Also, when we landed in 2020 with this pandemic, we just started to do what everyone else was doing, okay? And we forgot to be creative. it doesn't mean that because everyone is sitting that we also have to be sitting in a chair. We can stand up, okay? We can have a board and we can express our feelings, okay? We can express our feelings like this, okay? If we are happy. For example, I attend karate lessons where everyone is on mute, and when we have to agree on something, we have to do this, thumbs up, okay? So gesture language with gestures, it's also nice to make people a little bit more interactive and to get a little bit more engagement. If I'm not happy, why not do this, okay? But we need to be a little bit more interactive in our meetings. Numbers are important, statistics are important, but we need to get engagement, okay? We want to avoid people just falling asleep. Obviously it doesn't happen so often, but it can happen that they lose interest and they thought to themselves, okay, why am I here? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'd rather be doing something more useful, right? So we want to avoid that, and we want to make people more interested in our content, okay? The next tip is actually to keep the audience engaged in a more fun way. Okay, for example, give everyone a chance to introduce themselves in the beginning of a meeting, say where they were born, and ask them to tell you what is the food that they would never share with anyone. Obviously, this is just an example. We can do other quizzes, other exercises, activities as well. Ask them to stand up and ask them to show you their coffee bowl, okay? So I have my coffee bowl here. I can show you. It's purple. It has my name. You can ask everyone to do the same, okay? It's a fun exercise. You can even talk about your bowl, okay? For example, I was told that my bowl, or at least I was told that one good color to attract wealth is purple. Maybe it's because it's a very known color. For example, it belongs to the British royal family, but maybe it works for British people. It doesn't work for Portuguese people living in England. Or maybe on that day that they told me that I was very tired. So these kind of activities make people a little bit more comfortable with you, and they want to be part of something which is your event. You want to make it engaged and you want to make it interesting. Okay, ask them to send you their joke in the chat, and then you can maybe do a collage of many jokes in the screen. I mean, there are so many things you can do, but try always to be proactive. Ask them to send you their favorite holiday video and then show them on the screen. Okay, I love holidays. I mean, who doesn't love? So one of the things that I do, for example, in some of my webinars is that I give advice of people. I ask them to go to their TikTok account, open your Discover tab, insert some of the hashtags, okay, about your business, about your niche, and then take those hashtags to create your own content. Okay, and I show this amazing example of my beautiful country. Obviously, not bragging about it, but this is an image from Portugal, and yeah, I mean, makes people a little bit more proactive when they are looking at your numbers, when they are looking at your speech in front of the screen. So give them some value and at the same time make it interesting. Okay, we have here an example now of a place in Finland. We want to make it exciting. And we want to make it fun as well. So let's keep the energy high whenever you are presenting, because as I said, it's all psychological. You need to create a psychological effect on your audience. so that they are engaged with you. It's important that they perceive you as someone that is comfortable talking on the screen, is moving their hands, they're showing their hands, and they can reach the level that whenever you are looking at the camera, it looks like that you are looking at them, right? You can create that impression. And again, this is something I've learned with my years of experience. It's something that I found that works for me. You need to find something that works for you as well. Okay, so build the momentum. Whenever you are talking, if, for example, if it is in the end of the session, ask everyone, okay, to stand up. Okay, for example, I stand up for what? Maybe a few seconds. Okay, I look in the sides. Okay, I take my bowl. You can ask everyone to show their bowl. Okay, you can ask everyone to show their mobile phones. Okay, just to make a little bit um, more interesting and to build the momentum. We want to keep this momentum, which is very important, even if you have 500, 600, 700 people. Okay, each person is in a different geography location. They have their own specific thing. They have their own likes. It's actually very interesting to know um, what people like. For example, in the breakfast, some people they don't have coffee at all. Some people they love their tea. They need to have their tea in the morning. Some people they just don't have anything. They just go for a walk or exercise, and that's how they feel refreshed. Some people they have like a breakfast that looks like a dinner. So I'm just saying this that you need to make your event more diverse. Okay, make the moment worth their time. Share interesting videos as well in your presentation, even if you're doing for a big audience. Talk a bit about yourself, places you've traveled, where you want to go post COVID-19. A small note, these examples are for tourism because I work in tourism. It doesn't mean that you cannot apply for other industries. You can do that as well. If you are in real estate, you can find, for example, some houses, some properties with very nice views, and also share them in your presentation. Make it appealing and conversation in the end of your meeting as well. Be positive and bring positivity to your group. Okay, that's what you can do to break the ice, either in the beginning or in the end of your presentation. So this was just some tips, but as I mentioned, it's important for you to learn what the gurus tell you to do. These were some notes that I've took after reading a specific book. So approach every interaction knowing your pretext, build rapport, know the difference between manipulation and influence. So Human Hacking is a great book, not only to influence people, but also to leave them with a good impression. Okay, and this works for online as well. I've tested, I've fact checked it as well for myself, and I've asked other people to do that as well, and it works really well. Okay, because as I said, it's your own exercise. You have to find what works for you and how other people can actually benefit from it. The other advice that I give is to avoid self-containing gestures, use poses that inspire trust, and learn how to use your voice. So body language, voice, communication skills, it's very important. The way you say things and the way you can be perceived in front of the screen, it's very, very important. What everybody is saying. So this is a body language book, which I strongly recommend you to read. It's a very good book. And if you read this, you will be more into understanding what and reading other people's interpret at least what other people is trying to say, even if it is in front of a screen. This will give you that knowledge that you need about other people. For example, if they are reluctant in asking your question, if you feel that they are not comfortable in your meeting, or so these small psychological tricks will do the job to help you achieve what you want, which is actually to build your confidence in front of the screen. Okay, so we have an accountability partner services, which is the confidence accelerator. You can get you send me 3 videos. I can help you direct your body language in terms of what things you can do to improve. I can give you an opinion about the material, lighting. I can even participate in one of your live events, can give recommendations before and after the event, and I'll also give you free advice and tips. Okay, so this is for a price of £1,499, but let's say for uh, this month of February, we are giving a special 50% discount, so you can get it, which is a one-off deal. You can get it for £749. This is your opportunity. I have been working with people that want to develop a little bit more their, let's say, virtual meeting skills in terms of event planning. So this is something we can do. We are already in digital transition time, and this is the right moment for you to embrace this challenge. As I said, try, even if you are planning to do this on a regular basis, you need to find a way that works for you. Okay, so you can PM me, you can email me about this. I'm always open to new ideas, and to see how you can approach your virtual events. And yeah, we go from there. One of Also, one of the things that is important is that where to host your virtual event after you have acquired all your skills to be confident in front of the screen. After you have actually learned what the guru said and having an accountability partner, it's essential that you choose the right platform to host your virtual event, because it's all good when you are in front of the screen and you have all the confidence, but if you don't have a tool that offers, or a super tool or a super platform that offers you the possibility to host not only virtual and hybrid events, then it's kind of be like, you know, you are trying to sell something, but it's not really working, right? You need to find also a platform which has multi-events choice. It has integrations with chat, video with reporting, analytical features, payment gateway for ticket fees. Because with the way you market your event and the way you're conveying your message, if you have the right tool, you can very easily monetize it. Okay, either will be through ticket fees or banners or other ways. Okay, but it's important that you choose the right platform. It's important that you have an online marketplace and connect with companies and professionals to trade. It's important that your tool has polls, surveys, and Q&As, because you want people to tell you how was your event. Okay, you need to have some kind of feedback from people, and also build rapport and solid business relationship. For example, if you're just using Zoom, you're not able to see people's business profile unless you know their LinkedIn profile. So it's everything separated. But if you have a platform which is an aggregator, then it will make your life much more easier. Okay, so try to find that platform. In the meantime, I can give you a very good idea and a very good option for your events. And this comes to my next slide, where I have with me Marcus Schafer, which is the Chief Customer Officer of Bus Travel. And he has, so he's is a very big friend of mine, and we also work together. And he has a platform which can actually provide you with all the features that I've mentioned and even more. Okay. What I'm trying to say as well is that this platform can be used not only for travel, but also for every other industry. So I'm going to give the space now to Marcus. Hi, Marcus. Thank you very much for being here.
Hello, Abdul. Yeah, thank you for the introduction and well, for the very informative presentation you did up to now. I know we have been talking about it a lot, but it's really great just to hear it again and to have some more ideas about it. Really, really well done. Really
Okay,
cool.
thank you. I look forward for your presentation as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Can you just let me share?
Yes, I just did your host now.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, welcome from my side as well. It's great to see you here. And as Abdul already mentioned before, I'm the CCO of BUS. We are, just to give you a little introduction, we are coming from the travel industry, and we have been hosting our virtual events last year already when COVID hit in, because we thought, okay, it's not going to happen that we all meet really in person. So we have developed an alternative for online trade fairs, online expos, summits that can be used for other industries as well, but we have developed it for our needs. So we would wanted to make everything really easy to understand, easy to navigate. And I will just share my screen with you, give you a little more information about it, and then show you the insights of our platform right away live. So I'm going to share my screen. I hope you can all see.
Awesome.
So what is BUS Expo about? In the end, to adapt your business together with us to the new reality, because actually that's what's going to happen. Yeah, transition, Abdul already talked about it. So virtual events are the new reality, but there's a big question: how to survive in the new normal. Because 90% of the event planners don't have a tech background. Yeah, that's not what they come from. They're used to work with people, not with the technique, for example. Yeah, and when you go and search for the tools that you would like to use, there is such a huge amount of it. And yeah, sometimes it's really dizzying, like, okay, there's so much, what should I use? Yeah. And of course, one big part is that there is usually not enough experience to hold online events. Yeah, you know what you do on stage and how to organize everything in a live place, but not online. Yeah, so for many, organizing a virtual event is a nightmare, of course, because you have to think about, is the cost worth the quality? And what is if there is not the right technique to do it? Yeah, and what's the experience? Yeah, do I have experience? What do people want? What do they need? That's the questions that you ask yourself. So here we go with BUS Expo, for example, yeah, that you can use for fairs and trade shows, networking event, conferences, meetings, summits and forums, hybrid events as well. Yeah, so when we are able to meet again and people just adapted to, well, stay at home at the sofa, for example, and meet from there, yeah, you want to combine everybody. So hybrid events are a big thing to do. And of course, some fairs are very small, yeah, like 100 people, but there are as well the big ones where you have to bring everybody together. Yeah, this is where BUS Expo comes in, because we can support you with all of that. The most important key features, yeah, so the Expo is web-based. You don't have to download anything to an own server, for example, and work from there. We have a mobile view on it, of course. Yeah, you can brand it in your own name, so it really looks like this is yours. Yeah, you didn't buy it anywhere, or you didn't rent it anywhere. It's yours. And you have your branding for really everything, for the payment, for the landing pages, the networking stages, everything. You can have it, of course, because not everybody is speaking English, for example, in multiple languages. And networking is open 24/7. Yeah, there's nobody coming in with the key. Okay, now you may enter, and now please everybody leave. No, you can do it 24 hours. Of course, what's important, video conferencing and streaming. Yeah, because you want to bring value to the people, yeah, with speeches, with discussions. And of course, what you will have is analytic tools and third-party integrations, because sometimes you would like to just use the tools that you are used to, yeah, if you are already. So what we always say is networking, content is king, networking is the queen. Yeah, so that's what it's all about. We all need connections at the moment to bring our business forward or make it survive. Yeah, that's important to really have a good network of people. That's, for example, why we are very happy to have such a good contact with Abdul. Yeah, so we always talk about things. We exchange ideas. That's a very, very important part of the business. Conferencing, yeah, bring your event vision to life. Yes, have people there, have a real conference, discussions. You will all have that inside the platform. And we have the white label solution for you. Yeah, as I mentioned before, make it your own. Make it look, that's my event. What makes Buzz Expo unique? You have an all-in-one platform for your events, where you really have everything in one place. You don't have to organize, for example, the registration with another tool. You can do it right in here. Yeah, you have an event management in. So there's always somebody who is on your side to ask your questions, to give you best practice. And of course, it's kind of normal, but we have the 24/7 IT support. Yeah, important for you to know, this is all in. An important question, how to monetize the event. Yeah, why should you host an event, for example, if you don't make money out of it? I think nobody would like to do that. So what's the opportunities for you to monetize the event? By selling tickets, for example, yeah, to have an upsell with the Buzz Expo platform. Paid online marketplace postings, yeah, like ads, and to place, of course, sponsor banners and presentations. Yeah, I'm going to show you how that looks in the end. So here we go right into the platform. I will just start one step before. I have already been signed in into our demo platform, but I'm going to show you where you can place, for example, your banners for your sponsors. Yeah, on the registration page, for example, here you can have the organizers, media partners, supporting partners, yeah, or however you would like to label it, with their logo, with their link. So you can right away put them into the spotlight. You can go through the registration form, as I said already, and charge for your tickets to to enter the expo. And you can have different versions of tickets, of course, yeah, for visitors that can join for free, for example, for exhibitors, for VIP packages, yeah, when you offer more services. And you have sponsor banners on each page that you see. You have sponsor banners here on the site, for example. Yeah, this is all possible to do. You can offer your exhibitors, for example, to host their own keynote, their own company presentation by requesting an event. Yeah, and that's quite easy to do. Just a little form to fill out, and that's it. Yeah, so this is a really good tool for you to make money. The next thing that we have is, of course, what I mentioned before already, the keynotes. What can you do with keynotes? You can, of course, as I mentioned before, not everybody speaks English fluently, maybe, remote simultaneously interpretations. That's possible to integrate. You can have the live stream, polls, Q&A, surveys. You have an agenda for the event. You can have a listing of the past events and the live chat attendees. Important as well. Yeah, so if we go here, for example, to the lobby, or how I call it, where the magic happens, you have the main stage here, for example, yeah, where you can place a video or a live stream where everybody can watch right away. You can enter the main stage here, for example, where you have a big screen, and here you can integrate as well polls, surveys, Q&A, and a button for a translation service, for example. Easy and possible to do. Here you see at any time when you enter that the next two events that are coming up, where you can just watch them live or add to your calendar, for example, if you would like not to miss it, if it just goes on in 1 hour or so. So add it to your calendar and you will be able to not forget it. You can directly chat, for example. Here we have a company listing, for example. I can right away get in touch. That's a really important thing, of course. The next thing I'm going to show you is all about the networking. You have listings, you have profiles and connections. So take a look here. We have companies and representatives. Yeah, this is how we called it. You can call it another way, of course. That's very easy to do. The first three that registered, for example, or the last three, we have listed here as the companies, and we have them here, the attending representatives. That's the first thing where you see, okay, somebody new came in. You can see them in the news feed that we have implemented as well. Yeah, attending representatives, the last ones that have signed up, the same for the companies. And when you go for the listings, for example, you go here, you see all attending companies with a lot of searching filters to really find those contacts that you're interested in. For regions, for countries, for example, participant types as well. Yeah. For this demo platform, we have enabled just the most common ones, where you can see buyer, seller, exhibitor, visitor, or VIP, yeah, sponsoring partners, and all of those can be listed in here. And you see right here, you see the badges on the side, yeah, who is what. So you see a lot of colors actually that you can filter for. If you then, for example, found a company that you are interested in, you can, well, in the end, just see their profile very easily. Let's go for Bus, because I know that company. Yeah. So here again, I can connect, I can follow, I can send a direct message in the chat. Even documents can be sent in there. The company profile, you can call it the booth if you like. Yeah, you will have the opportunity to have a really nice header banner in here. I just stopped the video. I know my voice already. But on the left and on the right hand, you can place banners with links. Yeah, for the company, for example, with a link to the website. Here, for example, a banner for a specific product or service with a link to that, or a link to your online shop, whatever. And here in the middle, you can choose which video you would like to play. It's on autoplay, so you can have a welcome video, for example. You can have a company presentation, a promotion video, whatever you like. You're completely free. Of course, you see here again the part of the networking, yeah, the connections and the direct chat, the social media channels. We have as well connected to Skype, to Zoom, to WhatsApp, and we have a calling system integrated very easily to get in touch. The same works for the attending professionals, yeah, the people that you might be talking to. Yeah, you see the same searching filters, you see the badges, and you can see their profiles in there. So the last part on that, sorry, I scrolled a bit too much, is the communication. Yeah, so this is always important to do. It's all about communication, all about talking to people. This is why we meet in the end. Yeah, so you see, you can have the chat that I showed you already, video calls, calendar, and a news feed. Yeah, so let's go in once again. The chat feature that I had showed you already has a very nice tool as well, not only to chat, not only to send documents, you can even create groups in there, private groups, password protected groups, open groups, because maybe not everybody would like to be in a meeting with a camera, for example. Yeah, so just writing in there and sharing ideas, really good tool to use. As well, what I had shown you before already, that you can get in touch directly. Let's go for the profile of my colleague Katja, for example. Just quick overview for you. So here we go. You see she has other colors in her header, for example. The social media is here, but I can as well request an appointment. If I go for there, I just get into her calendar and I can choose a date and a time when I would like to talk. My information is already pre-filled. I can choose the meeting type, give some information, what I would like to talk about, and I can send a request. So she will receive an email and a notification in her notification center that I would like to talk to her, and she can accept and decline. In case the time has come now to talk, I just enter her personal meeting room and I can just start talking in a one-on-one meeting. I can use this room as well because everybody has it as a breakout room with up to 50 people. Maybe not everybody on with their camera because, you know, sometimes if it's too many people with the camera, it could break the connection, but it's possible to use up to 50 people, including chat, screen share, and so on. And you can use this tool in the end in various languages, even Chinese. So this tool even works in China. We have tried it out because we had a China summit. All platform or communication inside the platform worked there. What I mentioned as well is the newsfeed that we have implemented, where you can, in the end, post your text, your photos, video links, links to the websites are possible. And of course, you know that you can like, you can comment, but for the marketing perspective, you can even share it to your own social media. So if you go for sharing to Facebook, for example, the Facebook sharer opens and you would have, for example, a hashtag preset for your event if you have chosen one. A very nice thing to do to get the word out. So, and that's it. For more information, you can contact Abdul. Yeah, he's always happy to answer your questions. Same counts for me. Maybe we meet all together. That's all up to you. And thank you, Abdul, for the opportunity to present. And thank everybody for watching.
Thank you very much, Marcus. It was splendid. I really loved your presentation. This is a tool that will be a game changer for sure. I've worked with many other platforms. I've seen that each one of them has different features, but I really like the private room options, the integration with the payment gateway. I mean, there is so many things we can do and host so many people as well. I mean, today, you know, we are seeing the times have changed, so why not also doing an online expo? I mean, it makes all the sense, right? So
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, this is a nice tool that I well, maybe forgot about telling. It's really a thing for the networking, because this is our main focus. Yeah, from where we come from, this tool can be even used through the year. Yeah, for example, if it's a group of people that would like to stay in touch, and from time to time organize events for them own presentations and yeah, little expos or something. This can be used as well. It's all that we can talk about.
yeah, definitely. So before I let you go, how can people contact you, Marcus? Like
Yeah, well,
email, social media?
of course, you can contact me in social media via the Buzz Expo platform. Of course, we can get in touch through Abdul. I mean, we work together. So Abdul mentioned it before. So this is maybe the easiest way to really get in touch. Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm always open to talk, open to presentations. That's the easiest thing, and I like doing it, as you might have noticed.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Marcus, for your time on a Saturday morning. So hopefully we can have more presentations in the near future.
Of course. Thanks a lot, Abdul.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. So we had this awesome presentation of the Buzz Expo platform with Marcus Schafer. It was a big pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So we're always open to questions that are intriguing you in terms of event planning. Tell us which kind of questions you have. This is your chance. We are very open to new ideas in terms of organizing your event. We can help you not only with the technical part, but also with in terms of strategy, marketing. I know that Buzz Travel also has an offer. If you subscribe with them in February, then they can market your event for free on their social media platforms. They have a very big network, I can tell you, a very big client database. So just get in touch. We'll see how we can manage and organize your event. Okay. So as you know, I provide digital marketing training and sales skills training. Subscribe to my newsletter to get the new updates about new events. Visit my profile on Facebook, on LinkedIn, send me an email, even if it is just to introduce yourself, to tell me a little bit of what work you do and what you're trying to achieve. And yeah, I mean, we'll be glad to help you. Okay. So always remember, give the best experience to your audience, but please see what works for you. This is going to be a game changer for you and for your industry. Thank you very much for your time. And yeah, see you next time.